Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello and welcome to our listeners here on Business Innovators Radio. My name is Tim Dimmick and your host for today. For all of you that are in the market to buy a new home, we have a great program in store for you today as we continue with our Real Estate Trendsetter series. In this series of interviews, we are talking with top real estate agents about many different stages of the real estate transaction. Today, we are going to talk about shopping for the right home. And to cover this topic, we have with us Vickie Landis of Keller Williams Realty in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Vickie has been in the real estate business since 1990 and has a team that serves both buyers and sellers in Bucks, Montgomery, and the Lehigh County areas. Welcome to the show, Vickie.
Thanks, Tim. Great to be here.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here with us today. Before we get into our topic for the day, I would really like for you to share with our listeners a little bit about your background in the real estate industry. Tell us how you got your start and what it is today, 26 years later, that still has you so passionate about the real estate business.
You know, 30 years ago, I thought I would be enjoying a long life and a career in ministry. My emphasis in college was Bible, Christian education, and then I went on to study counseling psychology. I served in the United States Air Force as an ancillary therapist, helping our struggling soldiers cope with emotional issues, mental illness, drug and alcohol addictions. Interestingly, in 1990, when the doors swung open for me to take over my father's real estate company, I had no idea how applicable all my training and experience would be in this industry. It didn't take long for me to fall in love with real estate. I had the privilege of getting up every morning and helping my clients make their dreams come true. My team and I get to celebrate with young married couples who are purchasing their first home. We help growing families, those who just found out that they're pregnant with their third child, figure out how to move out of their two-bedroom condo and into a home that fits their growing family. We get to dream with families who have envisioned their whole life how the perfect home would feel. And then we get to help them find it. We're granted the privilege of helping adult children who, grieving the loss of their parents, navigate the sale of their family homestead. And divorcing couples successfully navigate the sale of the marital property, all while wreathing in pain. We get to help our thriving local small businesses and business owners find facilities to house their growing businesses. And investors of all shapes and sizes build and manage a real estate portfolio to support their retirement. In addition, I have the distinct privilege of mentoring young real estate agents, helping them build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. 30 years ago, I couldn't have envisioned a career path like this. I got to tell you, it doesn't get much better than this, Tim.
Vickie, that's awesome. That's an awesome story. I can hear the enthusiasm when you're talking about it. So it is great to hear from realtors what excites them about their business, and it's just a lot of fun. So listen, we've covered a lot of topics related to the home buying and selling process, from making a strong offer to understanding the sale agreement. But I don't think any of them are any more important than the topic we're going to talk about today, which is shopping for the right home. And the reason I feel this way is that, buying a home is so very exciting and it's an emotional experience. And because of that, people often come into the home buying process with a lot of preconceived ideas, of which may or may not be reality. So for starters, share with us how you help your customers when it comes to shopping for the right house. In your opinion, what is the absolute starting point for a prospect in the process and why?
Before even talking about features like bedrooms, bathrooms, backyards, garages, we need to determine two primary things. First, household budget. And then secondly, lifestyle needs. And they need to be determined in that order. If you grab lifestyle before establishing and respecting the affordability of the lifestyle that you choose, it's not going to take long before you won't enjoy that lifestyle anymore. So before even looking at a property it is extremely important to establish a budget for your purchase. So we encourage every one of our clients to begin with a consultation with a reputable lender to accomplish two primary things. First, you need to determine what loan program will best complement your financial goals. There are a lot of different loan programs available. Not everyone will fit you and your long-term financial goals. A good loan consultation or a good lender with consultative skills will be able to evaluate where you want to go and make sure you're in the best mortgage program to get there. And then secondly, you need to determine what amount of money you'll qualify for. Now, I want to note, what a bank is willing to lend you does not always equate to the monthly debt obligation that comfortably supports the lifestyle that you want. So determining affordability and establishing a budget for the home purchase is the next step. And we'll help with that in our initial consultation.
Vickie, that is some great advice. You know, I come from a mortgage background, as you're aware, and that is so true. You know, what you qualify for and what you want to have as that budget, you know, to live the lifestyle you want can be very, very different. And it is so important to really consider what it is, the lifestyle that you want, because there's a lot more to life than paying for a home. Even though we love to have beautiful homes and those kind of things, when it comes to making that monthly payment, you know, month in, month out, it can certainly be challenging, and it can certainly dampen all the other aspects of your life. So going forward, after you determine, or after, you know, a mortgage person determines, you know, what that number is, that monthly budget, that price range that these people are going to fall into, what are the next steps you take to help people find a home that they're really going to be happy with?
Once you've established a budget, we get to talk about lifestyle wants and needs. This is where we discuss features like number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, whether a yard is important, whether you need a garage or not. The most important feature to establish, though, up front, you want to know is, what location do you need to be in? And your lifestyle revolves around location. And because local real estate markets within our region, Northeast Pennsylvania region, vary significantly in how much house you can get for your money, it's really important to determine what the parameters of your location are that we're going to search within. So determine clear geographic parameters is extremely important in creating realistic expectations around your home purchase. And buying a home is a lot of fun, but it can be an emotional roller coaster if you fail to create realistic expectations up front. Now, once you've established the financial and the location parameters, you're free to dream. And this is the fun part. This is where we identify the life and what you want your life to look like. It's where you identify features that will support the lifestyle that you're seeking. What's most important to me as a real estate consultant is to know why those features are important. I mean, real estate agents are working in the market every single day. We're looking at properties that aren't even necessarily on the market yet. So the more insight you as a consumer can give your agent into the whys of what you're looking for, the better they'll be able to help you find it.
Yeah, that is right on the money. You know, again, coming from my mortgage background, you know, my opinion is that your success in finding the right home with any realtor is really dependent upon, you know, you sharing with that realtor what it is that you're looking for, you know, and that realtor having to be an excellent listener. You know, here's what I know when it comes to real estate. There's not a realtor in the world that's going to get you to spend $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 or more on something that you don't want. You know, and going back to my mortgage career, we often had home buyers referred to us by realtors such as yourself, Vickie, who needed to be pre-approved. And through that process, in more cases than not, I could actually identify the best realtors in the marketplace. And how I was able to do that was I looked at how fast those people, that client that came in to get pre-approved, would be back with a sale agreement in their hand, needing to get that pre-approval turned into an actual approval for that home that they now had under agreement. And that told me that, those realtors that they were dealing with were excellent listeners at what that client was looking for, because they were able to get a home that fast. And again, people aren't going to spend that money if they're not finding something that they absolutely want. So, and it did prove to be true. Those agents that had those clients that came back in the shortest period of times, we found to be top producers in the area. So right on with your message of it is the fun part, but you do have to share those things with your agent. So, when it comes to searching for a home for you, that you're looking in the right location, as you said, it's got the right amenities that you want to have. Some customers love big neighborhoods where there's lots of houses and big developments where there's other kids for their kids to play with. And there's other people that don't have any interest in that. They want the backyard where nobody sees what they're doing. They want their neighbor to be, a half a mile away. So everybody's got different opinions of what they want, but it's so important to share, with your realtor what it is that you are looking for. And you've certainly got it in the right order. So it's great to hear that. So when it comes to shopping for the right home, Vickie, tell me why it's so important that you get this right. And what are the consequences of not getting it right?
Over the course of your lifetime, the homes that you own are likely to be the largest financial investments that you're going to make. Our homes support our lifestyle, that's true. But in America, we buy homes instead of rent in order to get a financial return on our investment. The truth is, you make your money in real estate when you buy, not when you sell. So having the right team of advisors around you to guide you through the buying process is extremely important to ensuring that you make a strong, informed decision regarding your home purchase. Having the wrong team of advisors around you can cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars. But the right team will help you win every time.
Yeah, I would like you to elaborate on that just a little bit. When you say, you make your money when you buy, for the person listening out there, they may not understand that or what you mean by that.
Let's just assume for a moment the average, and this isn't even an assumption, if you look over time, the average appreciation over time in real estate is 3 to 4% per year. So if we conservatively speaking, real estate's going to appreciate 3 to 4% per year. If you buy a home at market value today, a year from now it should be worth 3 to 4% more.
Right.
If you overpay for a house by 1%, you're only gaining 2 to 3%. But if you can get a house for 3 to 4% under market value, now you're gaining equity at a much more rapid pace.
Right.
So the appreciation is going to be market-wide. You don't have control over that. That's an economic factor.
Right. That's great information. So again, it is all about what you buy at. Buy low, sell high.
When you buy, not when you sell.
Buy low and sell high.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, we're about out of time for today, but what a great conversation. And without a doubt, you shared some incredible insight for our listeners who are thinking about taking that next step in their life and buying a new home. But before we go, I'd really like you to give our listeners an opportunity to connect with you, Vickie, should they have additional questions or concerns on this topic or any other topic for that matter in the home buying or selling process.
Well, first of all, I would invite anybody to log onto my website. That is nextkeymove.com. The next key move you're going to make is to log onto my website and check it out. You can email me at nextkeymove@gmail.com or simply give me a call. We'd love to hear from you. 267-733-0777.
Fantastic. Thanks, Vickie, for taking the time out of your schedule to join us here today. We really do appreciate it. And for all of our listeners here on Business Innovators Radio, thanks for tuning in. And keep a lookout for additional interviews with top producing realtors as we continue with the Real Estate Trendsetter series.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.